Hey dude, Marco Sugarbutt, just subscribed for 19 months. Can I get some hype? Do a dance emote or something, dude? Do a dance, dude. Dance right now, dance. I demand you to dance right this second. Demand it. Dance. Dance for me. Dance. Dance immediately. Dance right now. Hey, you beautiful buccaneers, Falcore here. So the second tall tale is the first time we've had extensive lore surrounding the merfolk, or rather, the sirens. It also introduces us to a few legends of the sea for the first time. Now, a lot of people said this tall tale is full of bugs, but I've been searching for hours and all I can find is ocean crawlers and mermaids. The Siren Kingdom. Who are the sirens? Why are they here? Why have we not heard of them before? All shall be explained. The sirens are, or were, in fact the merfolk that we all interact with at one point. A friendly subspecies of human that we essentially have an alliance with. This is mainly due to the help of the pirate lord and his crew. When they first came to the Sea of Thieves, they helped free a merfolk from captivity. This act of kindness formed a pact between the two species which was long forgotten. And much like how they helped the ancients, they now help us if we are lost at sea. But many years ago, long before us pirates came here, one of the many kingdoms of the merfolk hatched a plan to make first contact. The king of these merfolks decided to swim to the surface and make contact with those who walked above land. These people were in fact the ancients. However, the tribe that he met above land were not so friendly, and saw the king as an artifact, something they could collect and perhaps draw power from. They pulled him from the water and bound him in chains, and locked him away in one of their many vaults. The queen of this kingdom was enraged by what the land dwellers had done, and searched day and night for years to find her lost love. Over the years, her rage grew stronger and stronger for mankind, and a whispering plague fell upon the kingdom, cutting them off from their merfolk song. A song shared in unity by all merfolk kind that tells the story of their past beliefs and what they hold most dear. Being cut off from this collective song, the rage that these merfolk felt for what the land dwellers had done warped them into something dark. Their song was made anew, a sorrowful song, shared only by them, the song of the sirens. However, the king of these now warped merfolk was later found by a very unlikely crew. A crew that by chance first ventured into the Sea of Thieves and found an abandoned ship with regal and bright coloring. Damaged, but afloat, the crew boarded the ship and took it as their own. This ship was the Silver Blade, the former vessel of Flameheart's son. Dimitri, the now new captain, used the Silver Blade to voyage to an ancient vault that he knew the location of thanks to a treasure map his crew had found prior to finding the Silver Blade. Inside this vault was a stack of treasure, a large pile of strange bones, and a chest that wept and sobbed and physically cried. They took the lot and set sail to the nearest outpost to sell their plunder. However, along the way they were pursued by skeleton vessels. The captain was convinced that it was the lure of the treasure they had on board that was causing these skeletons to chase them, but he'd never seen skeleton vessels act this way before. They were more intent on stopping him rather than sinking him, possibly because of the vessel that he now sailed. However, it was not the skeletons that finally ended their voyage. The bones that the crew had found were in fact that of the Siren King, and the chest they had on board had been cursed by the song of the king. The Siren Queen heard this song and sent her royal guard to retrieve their lost king. The sirens surrounded the Silver Blade, scratching and clawing, pulling the vessel below the sea to their kingdom. However, the song that could be heard was that of the chest and not the king himself. And in mourning, the queen created a tomb to honor her lost love. The new captain of the Silver Blade was the last survivor, and spent his final days watching the Silver Blade slowly become dismantled to serve the siren's purpose. He left his journal scattered around the citadel, and presumably lived out the rest of his days in this sunken kingdom. So that's cheerful. So there is a lot to unpack here. Firstly, we know that the merfolk is a species in their own right. There is no merfolk curse, and there is no eventual transformation. The evil merfolk, the sirens, are the result of a whispering plague that cut them off from their kin, and in their rage along with this plague, it warped and skewed them into a vengeful race of merfolk that worshipped sea titans instead of trying to eradicate them like their former kin. We also learned that the Silverblade was commandeered by another crew after Flameheart Jr. had lost it, who found the ship afloat and abandoned shortly after arriving in the Sea of Thieves, which opens up a whole new set of questions, because its former captain, Flameheart Jr., sank this vessel in the Shroud many years ago. So why was it afloat and abandoned? We also learned that this new crew was pursued by skeleton vessels, possibly because they were trying to retrieve the ship. But here's the thing, skeleton ships were never a thing until Wanda, the warsmith, the masked stranger, created them. So at some point during the time period of cursed sails, the Silverblade was retrieved, possibly by Flameheart Jr. himself, but was then commandeered by this new crew. But why was the Silverblade abandoned? Probably because Junior spent 4 hours on a gold hoarder quest at Old Faithful Isle. We also learned that the Song of the Sirens has the ability to transform land dwellers to serve their purpose, and turn them into strange entities known as ocean crawlers. And they do this by using their song stones, embedded into the chests of all the fallen sailors that they had bound to their will. And we also learned that this is somewhat a long process. In the final moments of this tall tale, we free Gibbs and the rest of the Black Pearl crew, who are cocooned in the merfolk statues. This is essentially the cooking process to make ocean crawlers.
Mother's love, but that's one dream I'm glad to be woke from.
Aye, my head's still ringing. Well, that song was so sad.
However, on this occasion, we set them free long before any curse could take effect. So that means that these merfolk statues that we have been farming for years now have in fact been the cocoon of pirates. They were cursed by the sirens. This is how they made their ocean crawler army, finding pirates who ventured just a little too far into the water in search of treasure. Ever since the merfolk statues were added, we have been breaking this curse. However, we have been too late to save the pirates that dwell inside. Instead, all that remains is the Song Stone, which we have been selling to our chosen factions. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been selling pirates. Now, there is still a lot more to go into with this merfolk and siren lore. We'll come back to all of this another time, once we work our way through the new storyline and how it all fits together. But this songstone is something that was luring an old friend of ours, someone who seemed to always be getting into trouble and siding with the wrong people. Was it because he was a bumbling idiot, or did he have us all fooled? We'll go into that very, very soon. Thanks for watching, peeps. A quick reminder that Twitch drops are running tomorrow. I'll be starting my stream at 12 PM BST on Twitch. Links are below, and you can get your hands on the Gilded Phoenix figurehead. Hopefully I will chat to you there, and if I don't see you before, happy sailing.